Okay, we're going to be working with a problem from the Practice and Skills Workbook, page 129, problem number 6. I'd like you to solve 5/6h minus 7/12 equals negative 3/4h minus 13/6. Okay, so first thing I want to do on this problem is I want to get rid of these fractions. It'll make it a little easier to do the problem if we can get rid of the fractions. And we're going to do something called fraction busting. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put parentheses around each side, the whole side. And then I'm going to take a look at the fractions that are already there. We have a 6 for the denominator, we have a 12, a 4, and a 6. And we want to find the least common denominator of all three numbers that you see there, the 6, the 4, and the 12. And the number that'll work is a 12. So we'll go ahead and we'll put a 12 on the outside of our parentheses. We're going to do that to both sides. And then we're going to go ahead and distribute that 12 because it is on the outside of the parentheses. We're going to do that on both sides to each of the terms inside of the parentheses. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drop a fence down to make it a little easier to deal with the problem. And then I'm going to rewrite the problem with the distribution in there. I'm going to go 12 times 5/6 h minus 12 times 7/12 equals 12 times negative 3/4 h minus 12 times 13/6. On this one right here, the negative is out in front. We have a choice. We can put it on the top or the bottom. Doesn't matter. I normally put it on the top to make it a little easier. So let's simplify each of the sides. So we got this first term over here. Put a 1 underneath this. We can do some canceling. We have a 12 and a 6. So let's divide by 6. We get a 2. And we get a 1 right here. 2 times 5 is 10. So we get 10h minus, over here, put a 1 underneath. We can divide by 12. We get a 1. Divide by 12. We get a 1. 1 times 7 is 7. So we know it's just a 7 over here. On the right hand side, put a 1 underneath. We have a 12 and a 4, so let's simplify that. Divide by 4, I get a 3. And divide by 4, I get a 1 down here. 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9. And don't forget the h. Okay, over here, I'm going to put a 1 underneath. And we have a 12 and a 6. So let's divide by 6. We get a 2. And we get a 1. 2 times 13 will get us 26. So we'll put a 26 right here. And then what we're going to do next is we're just going to solve that, the variable h, by moving everything to one side. We've got a negative 9h, so I'm going to add 9h. That makes it into a 0. That's the reason I'm adding it. And we're going to do that to both sides. So let's line everything up nice and carefully. On the left hand side, we're going to get 19h minus 7 equals, now remember this crosses out, so that's gone because that makes it 0. And then we have a minus 26. So we can just bring that down and we're going to change that over to a negative 26. The reason we can change that to a negative 26 is this minus 26 is the same thing as adding a negative. So we'll just slide that down. Now we have to go ahead and finish it up by solving for h. So here I've got a 7, so I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Let's do that. That makes it 0, so we get 19h equals, if I go ahead and take negative 26 and add 7, we get a negative 19. And then to finish it up, we're going to divide by 19. So we'll do that to both sides. And we end up with h being equal to a negative 1. So h is equal to negative 1. And if we wanted to check our answer, we could take the negative 1, substitute it back into the original, and the left side should equal the right side on that problem.